Alright, space engineers. I'm going to attempt to have a moving camera record this build. So when I'm done with the build, maybe there'll be some time-lapse footage of it. So I'm going to try and talk to you about it a bit. And then when that's over, we'll show you the time-lapse. So hopefully this is going to work out. Alright, so I'm just choosing this color because I'm just choosing it. It's a little green, and it's just a color I haven't used, so that's why we're using this color. Put one of these inset connectors on here because I have more attachment points on the sides. It's connected. Then I don't need this merge block. So what am I building? I'm building a fightercraft, a small fightercraft. There's the camera. That's supposed to be better at using direct fire weapons in a fight, like a dodgy runaround type fight, get out of the way of things type fight. It's not going to be very big. I'm going to put a railgun on it. I'm actually going to put a couple different kinds of weapons on it. I would like to have autocannons for beating the enemy up. I would like to have a railgun for long-range destruction of the enemy. And I would like to have some Gatling turrets to help take out drones. Like drones, not turrets. I'd like to have some Gatling guns. So those are all the sorters that bring ammo to the guns. So I have 3 sorters, 1 for each type of ammo we'll be using. And I have 3 cargo containers. Now I'm going to need more cargo containers than that. My concern is that if I put sorters here for the Gatlings, it just makes the whole thing kind of wide. I mean, it's probably going to be that wide anyways. So this is already like a lot, right? A lot of ship, whatever. I cut these off and make junctions because I need more ammo up here. That's 3 cargo containers for the railgun, which is not the primary goal of this. This vehicle is not to be using a railgun. I'm just adding it here for versatility's sake, so we can hurt large grids. Probably there'll be a camera in the middle. So we got 6 autocannons, 4 Gatlings, and railgun. The Gatlings are for shooting at drones, the autocannons, heavier targets, and the railgun for sniping big ships. We have an ammo feeding system with several sorters here. I don't know what we're going to call this thing. Maybe you guys can help me name it. Okay, so each one of the different gun systems has its own sorter. We have Gatling, autocannon, railgun, autocannon, Gatling. So we have all the cargo for all the ammo up front. The idea is that the front of this thing is going to take a beating, and we're going to be sitting in the back. When the front is all destroyed, it's time to leave. And we're going to have all of our thrusters back here, so we should be able to. That's the goal, is that this thing can come out. If it doesn't, they're going to be fairly cheap, so whatever. Okay, we got all that stuff welded up. Not sure what I think about this extra ammo everywhere. So we need some power systems for this thing. We need a cockpit. So I'd like to put a flush cockpit in there, but I have my doubts that that's going to work because of where I put all the sorters. That's where the flush cockpit would go. Just going to put a spacer here just to have one. But also to pull this. See, I'm going to put a reactor on here. So one of the things that I want to do is pull the reactor into the middle of the craft. Using reactors because we can, and they're more efficient. Power to weight ratio is way more efficient. One thing I might want to have on this is some hydrogen boost, like for side thrust. Let's see if we can put some thrusters in here. I have a tendency to strafe left and right when trying to dodge, so my thought here is that this is going to help me if I have some extra thrust on the side. Small hydrogen thrusters on here. Put a tank on here. Let's go with 2. We can get 2 in here. That's 2. Oh yeah, it's right next to the reactor. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to add 4 boost thrusters. Just think it'll be kind of neat to put these thrusters in here. It'll look cool. That's why. We put the gyro in front of the cockpit here, which should help protect the cockpit from incoming fire that would disable us. This stuff, I mean, I'm going to put a camera in here, so let's see here. So put this camera way back in here. We'll be able to put some armor around it to defend it. Need to put glass in front of it so we can see out. I like to make the glass sloped to attempt to deflect more rounds. It gives us plenty of blocks to take punishment before we get to anything important, which is this stuff. So I'm using beam blocks instead of armor blocks because they don't deform. At the very tip, we need to put heavy armor. Try and deflect rounds. And that's all the heavy armor I really want to put on this thing. Just like that. maybe a little more in front of this somehow, maybe. This is really long. Originally, I thought it might end up being shorter, but that I would have a lot more. I thought I might have more ship in front of the guns, honestly. But I don't want to make it longer. I don't want to try and compact this. So I think we're going to try and go with what we got. If I go crazy and put galley turrets on here, what does that look like? If I go crazy, it looks like this. Oh my lord, that's huge. I like that. I think that's good. I was worried about drone defense. It doesn't change the profile of the craft too much to add those gatlings on the back. So that's what we're gonna do. I think this is the basics for this craft. I think. We got gyros, we got a beacon, we got a projector, we got thrust, we got hydrogen. If I really wanted to, I could throw more hydrogen in here. Oh, I can't because I have these down thrusters here. Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's plenty. And I'm going to just fill this in with beam blocks because I want to be able to resist damage. So I'm going to be putting a bunch of greebling on this and seeing how it looks. May look great, may not. Gonna find out when we print it up. Probably I need to change some paint colors. Let's print up what we got and see what it looks like. So all of these sorters are going to get the ammo types for the guns that they feed, and we're going to turn them all on drain all. I'm going to put heavy armor around the cockpit because I'd rather not get shot out of my ship. Having a good time putting the greebling on. I don't really, I don't think that I'm very good at talking to you about greebling because it's a lot of in-the-moment decisions leading up to an overall design. Maybe I should talk about the overall design, which is, I guess, apparent at this point, which is that it's going to be a little bit of a bulbous nose. Well, we guns are to take fire, and then the rest of it's just thrust. My biggest concern with this thing at the moment, putting all this armor on it, and I feel like I have been putting a lot of armor on it, my concern is that it's just not going to be fast enough to avoid getting shot. It's the best defense, is to just not get shot. When we started playing this game and doing anything related to fighters, tried to put heavy armor on it, and I tried to make it something that would repair itself in combat, and the result was that I couldn't make it fast enough to avoid getting shot. So you can't just slap heavy armor everywhere, or even armor, I guess, everywhere, without some consequences. Oh my lord. Okay, this has been a lot of rebuilding, lots of building. I thought I'd build another fighter today, and that is not going to happen. I'm just going to build this one because, oh boy, it's been a lot of work. Lots of laying out blocks. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to try it out though. Okay, greebling is basically done except for the bottom. We haven't done the bottom, so let's get in here. That is not a lot of up. Forward is okay. I think that'll be okay with the extra hydros. Needs more gyro. So we need more gyros. Well, we got a place for a gyro right there. Let's see how the gyro action is now with the 3. Horrible? Gyro action is horrible. By moving, it's fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's... I think I need even more gyro on this thing. Yeah, there we go. That's the amount of gyro we need. Alright, let's get this all welded up. Is that all heavy? Oh, this is not supposed to be heavy armor. Ah, crap. anything else that we need to do? It'd be nice if we had, I guess it'd be nice if we had an oxygen tank on this thing. I didn't really think about that, but I know exactly where I can put one. Right back in here. Yep. These can't go different directions. These all have to go the same direction. They should go that way. One more piece of equipment I want to put in here. An event controller. The purpose of this event controller is going to be to allow me to fire both the Gatlings and the autocannons at the same time. So when I'm shooting my autocannons, I want the Gatlings to come on, but not vice versa. So the way I'm going to do that is put this event controller in here. Oh, I can't. The only thing I could do is block switched on off. Oh, that's not quite right. That's not quite right. Yeah, that was part of my goal, is that I could fire one when the other's firing. Yeah, I mean, I could just turn them on and off. So my choices for that are write some code to either add another event or to just pay attention to when the autocannons are shooting and turn the Gatlings on. Or I can put a button on my hotbar to turn on the Gatling shooting when I decide I'm going after a drone. Those are my choices. I don't know which one I want to do, honestly. I guess for the moment, I'm just going to put it on the hotbar. Okay, I think this thing, at least for the moment, is ready for, I think it's ready for a paint job. So we're going to work on a paint job for this thing. But at the moment, I'm going to take a little break. I don't know how much of an episode I've got, but my intent is that we are going to paint this and take it on a test run. That's the goal. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to take a break for now. Okay. I have some work to do to paint this thing so that it's something other than this color. Not that there's anything wrong with this color, but it'd be nice if we had a little more going on here. So let's get the paint gun out. So what if we give this thing some ablative armor up here? What does that look like? So what do I mean by ablative armor? Well, I mean, we take some armor panels, put them here, like this. Right? That's an option. Yeah, it's an option. Huh. Okay, so let's get some. Let me get some bloody teeth. Actually, I just want to get some teeth. So let's here and just go white. And now let's go red. Sort of a deep dark red like this, yeah. So I feel like if I put this ablative armor on here, it'll hide the jaggedness of the paint there. Not that the jaggedness wouldn't be orky or anything, because it would, but the only thing I don't like about doing this is that it makes it heavier. Heavier is harder to dodge. Okay, so I think that this ship is ready to go. I think it's ready for use. So let's depressurize here. Going to open the doors. We're gonna go outside, take a blueprint. And then I guess the only other thing I might want is to find a place that had a mag plate on here. If I want to haul something home with me for some reason. Maybe I'll put them on the bottoms of the guns. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll cover up those. And then I have the option to try and grab onto something if I want to. Okay. Oh, I gotta put the ablative armor on the other side. Forgot to do that. So what's better? This? Or this? This is pretty clean. I don't know. I kind of like that it does that. I did kind of want to add some ablative armor. Let's turn them on. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, you could maybe dodge with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we got a little bit of, like, that fuel's going to last for a minute. Like, you can do this for a couple of minutes. That's great. We're going to go ahead and put that ablative armor on, I think. I think we're good to go. Let's take a blueprint of this thing. Let's turn all the thrusters off and take a blueprint so we can print it. Okay. We got a blueprint. We got a temporary name. Space Shark. The Space Shark Fighter. However, I would love to have some other name. So if you guys have a name that you think we should use for this fighter craft, you let me know. Okay, we are going to go and find, after I turn down the exhaust, because it's a little much. Okay, so we're going to go find one of these space pirates. And we are going to beat the crap out of them. I hope. So we're just waiting for a signal. I don't know what this thing is. We're going to go see if we can shoot it up a bit. Yeah, this thing needs more acceleration, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem like it just needs more acceleration? It's a fighter. Does feel like it needs more go. It's definitely possible to put some more forward-facing thrusters on here. Oh, this is a red ship. Yeah, we all stopped very quick. Gotta keep that in mind with this thing. That is not what I meant to do. That is a pretty intact big red ship. I've never seen one of these. I've only seen it in pieces. Let's try and shoot off this turret. Okay, what happens? What's the kickback like on this railgun? Pretty much zero. That is killer. Let's see if there's some guns on the other side here. We're getting close. Ooh, there are guns. Okay. Lots of guns. Alright. Let's see how well the autocannon works. That's not the autocannon. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. I turned on my dodging thrusters. I didn't. Well, I got shot a little. Not horrible. What happened? Yeah, these are good. Good to have these. Since that's where we took all the fire. And these were pretty helpful. Ooh, I lost a grid. Wow. What do we got here? You're alright. So good thing we got that heavy armor up front, say that. Turn the hydras on. Anything in this cargo hold? Looks like I blew up the hydrogen tank. Oh yeah, there are a couple of guns in there. I'm sure I don't want to deal with the guns with my character So, I don't know, we could come over here and salvage this. Or not, I don't know. Just for fun. Oh, there's an interior turret. So I got the spectator cam, so we can see what this does here. Oh wow, that doesn't take very long to just blow right through stuff. Okay, little space pirate base. Get ready for hell. Oh, wrong gun. So we're just out here blowing things up. We don't need any of the resources this thing has. I just thought it would be kind of fun to have at it a bit. See if that produced anything worth watching on the other camera. Didn't see anything. Okay, well this thing's got plenty of ammo. Has some acceleration problems. It has lots of ammo, lots of guns. So I could try and make something that's more maneuverable. That might be the next thing to do. I do like the mouth. So the next time we see a space pirate drone or some kind of consignment drone or something, and we're going to have to go do some level of dogfighting or whatever, this is our guy. For now, until we decide that he's not good enough at it, we're going to use this guy for dogfighting. Right now, we're just going to go home and wait till next week when I'm going to go after some more ProtoTech. We're going to take our big drone buddy and a bunch of our assault cannon drones, and we're going to see if we can get some more tech. Okay, well, thank you for joining me for another episode of ProtoTech Quest, where we go after the tech. Next time, we'll be going after more tech with this guy, our space shark? It's the space shark. The space shark. Right now, that's what it is. But if you guys can come up with a better name, we'll use a better name. So have at it. Till then, hope you're having a great day. Don't forget your towel.
Drone fighters, annoyance no more. We need a ship that can do that and more. Aggression and speed for death. It's got greed. It's a shark. It's got teeth. No, we're not gonna call it Keith. Space shark fighter. Space shark fighter. Cosmic needs a fighter. Something orky. Something real. Something sharky. Something looking for a meal. It needs to take out turrets. It needs to blast off guns. It needs to shoot down drones on the run. If we do this right, it'll be so much fun. Flying through the dark in this endless space night, hunting for drones that its guns will alight. Space shark fighter is cosmic's delight. Hunger and power built into steel, an appetite for prey made only too real. Space shark fighter. Hunger and power built into steel. The art of aggression in this avatar made real. Space shark fighter. It's a shark. It's got teeth. No, we're not gonna call it Keith. Space shark fighter. Space shark fighter. Cannons up front, put out a roar. Death fills the void, here comes the gore. Muzzle flashes, blinds us. Space shark needs more. Shells zip out of its blood-thirsty mouth. Blocks explode and shrapnel fills the void. Yet another target has been destroyed. Avoiding shells, ions glow, hydro boosting overflow, reactor burning power tight, juking left, rolling right. This shark's gonna keep itself in this can't keep this speed up all night. Give the prey a railgun bite. Going in for the kill. Auto cannon bite. It's a shark. It's got teeth. No, we're not gonna call it Keith. Space shark fighter. Space shark fighter. Cosmic needed a fighter. Something fishy, something mean, something orky, something green. He gave it teeth, he gave it guns. It's unsuitable for nuns. It's definitely quick, and it's obviously mean. But is it really that orky? Or is it just a shark?